Yeah, Harrison. What do you feel like led to the difference in physicality tonight compared to the first two games? And does being on the road play a factor at all?
No, I mean, I think they just came out with a greater sense of urgency than what we had tonight. They definitely got us out of what we normally do. In the first two games, I thought we had a greater sense. They came out with desperation, down 0-2. So, for us, we have to make a commitment to doing all the little things.
Harrison, the first two games, they're fun. You guys had a good time. You won. How much is this one of those games where you step in as a leader and talk to the team and help them, since you've been through something like this before?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think, no matter what, you have to understand that these guys aren't going to lay down. They have a lot of pride. They've won a championship. So, for us, no matter what the series is at, we still have to compete with the same level of focus, that we had in Game 1 and Game 2. And we didn't have that tonight. We have to acknowledge that, own that, and, come prepared for Game 4.
HB, what do you think the reason for the shooting struggles, especially with the guys like Herter, Keegan, Malik, just wasn't flying behind the arc today? What do you think the reason for it was?
I mean, it's the playoffs. I mean, those guys are, great shooters, 40% three-point shooters, all of that type of stuff. I mean, teams are going to game plan for that. So, as a group, we just have to adjust. We have to understand that, their defensive game plan is not going to be to let them get wide open looks, to make them have challenged, contested looks, to make them work to get open, to get clean looks off. So as a group, we have to help them, but just understanding that there's other ways you can impact the game other than shooting. If we're going to rely on, guys rattling off 5, 6, 7 threes a game, for them to have an impact on the game, then it's going to be a long series for us.
HB, Mark Haynes, Sac Observer. When you look at how the series has been going so far, and you lose a game like this with Draymond Green out in GP2, do you feel like it's like a missed opportunity in any way?
Yeah, I mean, I think that regardless of who was playing, it was a missed opportunity just because we didn't match the level of physicality and effort that they showed on the offensive rebounds. I think for us, if you go into a game and you say, okay, this is what we're going to give up, this is, how we're going to play, tonight was all the ways that we don't want to lose a game. So I think from that standpoint, it's a missed opportunity for us.
HB, how what did the energy and the environment kind of feel like, especially early on, and how challenging is that to walk in here and play in a building like this, and how do you adjust to that going forward?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we knew it was going to be, a lively crowd and things like that. But I just think, their physicality, we have to meet force with force. And like I said, I think in Game 1 and Game 2, we did that. I think at the beginning of the game, we didn't necessarily run our offense as we didn't execute our offense as crisp as we normally do defensively. And they didn't really feel us, and they were kind of just running around getting wide open shots. So, those are things that we have to just be better at in Game 4.
HB over here. Was that from what you saw from the Warriors in Game 1 and 2, how different do you feel they were given some of the personnel that they were playing, and maybe how foreign that could have been to you guys?
I don't think it was foreign. I mean, I think we knew that. I don't pay attention to much, in terms of like the stat sheet, but Moses Moody had an impact on the game. I thought his energy, cutting, rebounding, I mean, he had an impact. So, I think for us, it's a matter of understanding that all those little plays, they add up. It may just be an offensive rebound there for him or a layup for him, but that opens up something else for Steph later that, is going to snowball. So for us, it's a matter of taking whoever is out on the court, paying attention to what they do, and like I said, matching their effort.
Harrison, how can, being better on the glass and being better at not turning the ball over impact shooting from role players? Like how can improving those areas allow those guys maybe easier looks where to maybe play a little bit more free or in a tough environment?
I mean, it's finishing possessions. In the first half, they were shooting, I think, sub 40%. If you get rebounds on those possessions, you push Maybe it's a wide open transition 3 for a guy. Maybe it's a transition layup. You know, little things like that can kind of get a guy going when they haven't seen the ball go through the basket. A foul, free throws, whatever it may be. But, you know, if you're taking the ball out of the net every single time, you're playing in front of a set defense every single time, you know, it's going to be tougher, you know, as this series progresses and, you know, throughout the whole playoffs. I mean, to get, you know, your guys good looks.
HB, Coach talked about your pace and it not being as fast as you guys wanted it to be. He said he wanted you guys to play faster than you did in the regular season. What do you think slowed you guys down tonight?
Taking the ball out of the net. I mean, like I said, I mean, you play 20 seconds, 23 seconds of great defense. You know, you get them to miss a shot, and then, you know, you should be, you know, off to the races. And offensive rebound, kick out 3, offensive rebound, foul, 2 free throws, taking the ball out the net. You know, yes, you can run on makes, but, you know, when you've done the work to get the stop, you got to reward yourself. You know, that's what fuels your offense. So, you know, those are opportunities that we missed tonight. I think that allowed them to get a rhythm, and you know, things you have to do better at in Game 4.
You talked about Moody's impact tonight, and they played a lot of small ball, a lot of 5-out tonight. Specifically, how tough is that defensively to guard when they go that small?
I mean, look, regardless of who they have on the court, it's going to be difficult. But like I said, it's those extra possessions, and obviously give credit to Loon. I mean, he had a great game for them in terms of just the energy and the impact he gave them, the extra possessions. But like I said, I mean, if you do the work to get the stop and to make, you know, them shoot a tough shot and then they get a rebound, you know, that's going to be devastating for us. And I think that, like I said, Game 1, Game 2, I thought we had that under control. Tonight, we weren't as sharp with that. And, you know, Game 4, I mean, it's going to be a matter of wills. Who's going to do the little things to come up with those stops, come up with those rebounds, offensively and defensively. And tonight, you know, we didn't do that. Appreciate it, guys.